occupation so that it will suit the occasion. What brings you to my humble abode?
Ruth called me that she's not feeling very well, so I came to check on her.
Oh, wow. Welcome to my humble abode, Dr. Richard. But unfortunately, I don't see your medical tools on you.
Sir? Can I see her, please?
Hey! Ocho! What are you doing in my compound? You mongrel!
Sorry. That is Dr. Richard. He has come to check up on his patient. Ruth, your daughter.
Hey, Chidekenna. I want you before I open my eyes and close it again to leave my compound now that I still have my senses intact.
Mama, please just let me see her now.
Get out of here!
She sounded like someone in pain when she called me out. Just grab me access. Let me see her. I will not be long. I promise.
You just want to see her?
I just want to see her, then I'll leave.
Hey.
Let me just see her with my two
Just
eyes.
to see her where?
Please.
Okay. Let me call her for you.
Dr. Richard is here to see his patient who gave him a distress call. Dr. Richard. Hey! One more step and I will cut those firewoods you call legs off your body. Hey! Don't damn me!
So you graduated from the prestigious University of Nigeria?
Yes, I studied accounting.
Whoa. Good. That was actually the course I wanted to study, but I couldn't proceed with it.
You didn't meet up the cutoff mark?
I did. It has nothing to do with cutoff mark anyway. As in, my father wanted to maintain his legacy, so he asked me to study political science. However, I fell in love with the course because it broadened my knowledge. It made me to understand the dynamism about politics, human behavior, and everything.
I guess to increase your knowledge in political matters.
Exactly. You see all these old men here, my cabinet chiefs. It takes someone who understands things that have to do with political science, someone who understands the dynamism behind the science of politics to handle them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. A wonderful choice from your wise father.
Of course, you can say that.
So tell me, Prince, how do you cope with all these tasks as an only son?
Not really easy, but my uncle has always been in the gap as a father figure. And so whenever my head is filled up, I just go to him. I'll pour everything to him,
Seriously?
And yeah, he has been a good man. He has always been there for me, It's absolutely what my uncle described about you.
So, what is his description of me?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's not the first time I'm coming here this week. At least I've been here like 3 times this week. Tell your father to pay me now. He's just been tossing me around. Come today, come tomorrow. Come today, come tomorrow. For a piece of land that I cleared for him over 3 weeks. You are the one, ma.
Richard, I'm not the one that gave you a job. He's my father. So why are you shouting at me? Am I the one? Go and collect the money from my father. Stop disturbing me. Go and meet my father so that my father will give you the money. Don't stop shouting at me. Just because of 5,000. That's why you're shouting at me. I don't like it too.
The 5,000 is not just to me. If you give me that money right now, it will go a long way helping me buy medication for my mother. Is it because I watch your father without taking advance? I don't like this now.
Richard,
this is not nice.
Don't look at yourself. Just ordinary 5,000. Ordinary 5,000, that is why you are shouting.
But I worked for it now.
Big boy like you, as big as you are, you don't have 5,000 in your account. Ordinary 5,000, they're going to work with you. That's why you're shouting. Just because of 5,000, that you want to use 5,000 to take care of your sick mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
How can you say that to me?
See, let me tell you, don't shout at me. Don't stop me again and ask me of that money. Go and meet my father. It's what I gave you work. Don't try it again, no. I have a place to go. Very important place to go. Go to the gate. Wait for my father till he comes back. Please. I don't give you a job. So don't disturb me. Don't stop me again, no. Can't problem with this. You want 5,000. Now say more predicament. It was bottom go again. Come no say.
Chika, you exaggerate a lot. That lady is simply his colleague at work.
Darcy, I don't think she's his colleague. Judging from the way they were laughing, I think the girl is his friend, his close friend. No strings attached.
You guys are just being funny and naive. Which one is close friend in the office and colleague? The beautiful lady you just saw is his newfound love.
Chai! Madam, have you forgotten in a hurry how in love the prince was with gifts? I don't think he can easily move on.
Name, tell her because she's always concluding things on her own, doing I too know all the time.
Ne, you don't know men. There is no problem. We are all in this palace. We are all in this palace. Do not forget that the prince has 3 months ultimatum, which is counting by the day. Instead of the prince to lose that throne, he would rather choose any of us for a wife. You're here telling me...
Well, you just said what is in my mind.
Oh!
But stop dreaming.
See them. When the vultures gathers, there must be a carcass somewhere. Who are you people gossiping about? That you cannot face your duties?
Because who is the vulture and who is the carcass there? Biorini, what I do here? You call swing kitchen sebapo. Or see when the vultures gathers.
Yeah, Ebe carry this your fat self and move inside the kitchen.
That's the only thing she knows how to eat.
You can call me whatever you feel like. But my advice is, stop gossiping and be useful with your life.
Consider kitchen
Wait. Are you actually talking to us?
Look at how far these days she's getting big every day.
Eating all the food.
She's getting fat every day.
Well, it's not her fault.
You don't need to worry about anything. I am not called fast for nothing. It's because I'm actually fast. My eyes are wide open, and he'll never cross my path again. I have a past score with him, and this time it must be settled. You can count on me to deliver. I'll never let my personal feelings becloud my sense of professionalism. Yes, trust me when I say I'm fast and I'll deliver. I'll be awaiting your signal. All right, thank you. What is coming to you is like breeze. You can never see it, but you feel the impact.
Thank you very much, my prince. Thank you for the warm hospitality. Thank you.
You're welcome. It is my honor to have the most beautiful girl grace the royal household. I appreciate you so much. Yeah.
My prince, you're too kind.
I am the son of my father. And
okay.
I hope I will see more of you.
I'll sleep over it. Yeah.
It's okay. I will be banking to hear a good news from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. My prince, I want to take my leave now.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Let me walk you.
Okay.
Wakem, this one you rushed into my house like this as if your house is on fire. What is it?
It's not only my house that is going to be on fire, but the entire kingdom will be on fire.
What do you mean by that? Not when someone like Akwibo is still breathing. It's not possible.
Umo Jimba kingdom are at it again. I have information from a reliable source that their king is planning to bring a dredging machine into Ojima River.
How? It is still under review.
He wants to take advantage of the fact that we don't have a king yet.
I think this is the time for me to play my card.
What do you mean by that?
We have to pressure our people to elect a king as soon as possible.
But the time frame given to the prince has not expired.
Look, that river contains oil, and everybody is interested in it. So we have to do everything within our powers to make sure that we elect a king. If getting a king will help us regain the land back, then we just have no choice.
But they don't have any other choice except you. You are the most qualified.
Now you're talking. Yes. Donatus, listen. I want to give you an assignment.
Okay.
I want you to go into the community, create confusion, sow seeds of discord in the hearts of the people against the royal household, using what is happening now as a focal point.
Okay.
That's the first step.
What is keeping her up till now? Eh? Kemwe, since? What is keeping her? Eh? What will is the matter, Kirosi? You will not see her again. Eh? What kind of a thing is this? Where did she go to? Eh? I should start getting worried again for just going to buy something in the market. Bianwa, Mama, Ebe Kisi. Eh? Where have you been? Or were you buying the entire Oreo market for me?
No.
No what? Come. Oh, don't tell me you went to see that wretched. There's no point. I didn't reach out to his name. You went to see that wretched?
Mama, you know I told you I don't like when you call him wretched. He's not wretched. Remember, no condition is permanent.
Their own is permanent. Their own is permanent. They have been like that, and they will continue to be like that.
God forbid. I reject it for them in Jesus' name. I reject it for them in Jesus' name.
Their own must be permanent. Their curse must be permanent. That curse upon their life, it must be permanent.
God forbid. Mama, you are not God.
Yeah.
You are not God.
I am the woman of God. Okay, Mama.
Woman of God that is wicked. Anyway, you can say whatever you like. The same person you call cursed and wretched is the same person who saved the day.
Saved you and who day?
Our day. In fact, this family's day.
You, back to sender. So your own day. So what do you mean by save day? Save a house and get him here?
The 5,000 naira you gave me to buy things in the market. On my way to the market, I lost it.
At your age? At your age? You are lost in it at your age.
Mama, anybody can lose money.
I don't lose.
You lose. Mama, you lose things every day. It's me that used to find it for you. The other day, you were sitting down. Your phone was under your bum. You were looking for it.
It was a mistake.
You
always lost
my own is mistake too.
My own is mistake. You will lose everything. Everything you ask me.
You're very careless. You're too careless. And you don't want to change.
You didn't hear now. I took after my mother.
You remember what is this backhand is capable of? You know it doesn't miss its target. Oh yeah, what happened?
When I lost the money, I was confused. I was looking for it. I didn't see it. I was coming back to tell you what happened when I met Richard on the way. Then he looked for what to do. He didn't see. He had to sell his phone. Mama, Richard sold his phone, his only phone. And that's the one, I know how he suffered to get that phone.
And then?
He sold it and gave me the money and asked me to buy things. I even bought more than we needed. I bought a lot of things. You know, you only told... Mama, why are you throwing it on the ground now?
You mean?
Mama, why are you throwing it on the ground? Hey!
Ginonye!
Mama! Mama, what are you doing? Mama, stop now! What are you doing?
There is no way! There is no way! I will allow you to bring a cost into my compound. Oh, all you want us to eat a cost into our lives?
Mama, this is wickedness now. Huh? This is evil. Mama, this is evil. He sold his phone. Mama.
Nonsense. When you finish fooling yourself, just go inside, open my black bag, get money, go to the market and buy what I will eat. When your father comes back, he will refund me. As you're coming back also, come out with the broom. We sweep all these things out. This compound, don't even want it in my refugee tomb. I'm no fear. You don't know anything. If I do, eh? Put them if I do.
Are you insane? Richard, you mean you sold your phone not to get drugs for Mama, but to give to that girl called Ruth? Child, Richard, I am so disappointed in you right now.
Boy, calm down now. Calm down. I only told you the truth because you're my guy. Calm down. Bring your voice down.
Your throat is irritating. Yes, you are disgusting right now. No wonder your phone was switched off. So even that I ran down out of concern for you, you would have been there satisfying one girl while your mother gave up the ghost.
Stop now. It's okay. Stop now. Stop.
Richard, don't tell me that. Don't even tell me that. I am so angry and mad at you right now. If not that you are my senior, I would have slapped you. I would have slapped your stupidity out of you. Richard, look at this classy babe Naomi. She has everything that a man needs to have an eternal life. She's begging you with it, and here you are twisting her around. God have mercy on you.
I see that you have come here today to just insult me, nothing else.
Insult choke you there. Richard, Naomi has everything. She has all the capacity to fly Mama abroad for proper medical checkup and even give you a better life. What do? You look the other way. Richard, there is a place in the Bible, the book of Esther, where Mordecai said, who knows if you are made a queen for such a time like this? Richard, who knows if Naomi was made for such a time like this? Think!
I cannot think, Pastor Kelvin, because I'm not Mordecai now. What is your problem? This your sermon is beginning to irritate me. Oh boy, I see that today is not the day for you and I. However, thank you very much for everything that you did for Mama. Enough.
Richard, just listen to me. Just listen to me. I know Ruth family will not welcome you into that family. Ruth will be the reason for your death. Ruth family will not welcome you, and you know it. You better do the needful before it is too late. Nonsense. What kind of stupid love is this? Love where? How? Nonsense. You sold your phone. Your mother is lying sick. You sold your phone to go and give girl money. What kind of stupid love, Richard? What is wrong?
Love is a beautiful thing, especially when it's coming from the right source. But in this case, I don't know what is happening. Is there something I might have done against the natural laws of nature? Because I love this girl with all my heart. I go extra miles to do things that I cannot even do for my mother yet. The hatred from her parents is unbelievable. On several occasions, I almost lost my mother while trying to save Ruth. I don't know what to do. Do I listen to Kevin's advice of accepting Naomi, who is capable of changing my life forever? Or do I stick to Ruth, the love of my life, and face hell for the rest of my life?
Your Highness, this matter is a cogent one and needs to be treated very important. Thank you so much, Ono. Thank you. I have carefully listened to each and every one of you. And I absolutely understand where you're coming from. I will quick to remind you that I am currently working on a girl. And as soon as everything is right, I'll pass the good news to you.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one. My friends. May the gods guide you so that your mission will be successful.
It's a...
Icheo Zurumba, I am disappointed at you. Can you hear yourself talk? Huh? How can an elder like you sit at home and your house is ablaze, you're chasing rats? You should be ashamed of yourself.
What did you vomit from that you are stinking mouth just now?
It's obvious that the bride price paid on your mother's head is in vain, since you're waiting for me to interpret a proverb to you.
You are very stupid.
You're worse than a stupid man. You are worse than a stupid man. Sometimes you listen to yourself talk.
You didn't even realize you are before the prince of this kingdom, our future king.
The prince, not the king.
What?
To sing. Look, look, let's face facts. I wonder why both of you keep romancing words. We are in a critical position now that we need the position of a king. And you're here romancing words. And our supposed king is here telling us that he's working on a woman. And you both are smiling and clapping for him. Is that not an act of stupidity?
Akwibo! Akwibo!
Obulo!
Obulo! You're looking for my trouble here.
Where's your trouble?
Mind your tongue!
Good question. My problem is the same with the problem of the inhabitants of this kingdom. You are wasting our time. Yes. As the supreme kingdom, you need to take a bride. That is why King Ochaka of Umojimba Kingdom is acting out of his own volition. Because he has seen our kingdom as incapable. Because we do not have a king. That's an act of stupidity.
There's clamoring here and there. Our warriors are angry because ordinary youth of Umojimba Kingdom are making mockery of them, belittling them.
Mbano. All because the person that is supposed to salvage this kingdom is busy working on a girl. Why wasting our time? Why waste our time when you can pick a maiden from the palace here? Hey. Since the thousands of maidens in this kingdom are not good enough for you.
Shit! what is the summary of your clamor?
Okay, what I'm trying to say in essence is this. If you cannot find a wife for yourself, then relinquish power to a more better hand.
Abomination. That will never happen.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So why will you continue to waste our time? I am speaking on behalf of the people of this kingdom.
Hold your greetings there, you supporter of evil.
Omema, to what do I owe this august visit that comes with ranting?
I have come to know what the prince of this kingdom has done to you for you to challenge him.
Oh, the cub has invited a lion to fight for him. Well, if you must know, your nephew is a weakling and is not fit to occupy the throne of this ancient kingdom.
Oh, and you feel you are the one capable to lead the people, isn't it? Look, I have come to warn you. Stay off his path, else you have me to contend with.
Have you Omema to contend with?
Oh yes, you've heard me well.
Omema, you're just a puppet. What can you bring to the table of men?
Ah, we shall see when the time comes who the puppet is. Nonsense.
Aleka.
Yeah.
Your courage is outside this world. Hey.
This is just the beginning of his suffering. Yes. I shall keep pushing Roland beyond his elastic limits. Then he will have no choice but to bounce back and do what will implicate him.
This is a very smart move.
Sure.
But what about the Ono? He is a thorn in the flesh. Oh, good enough.
No. No, we say nobody. But yeah, we'll fake him. We so no. Forget about him. On your mother, we are talking of people that matters.
I believe you. I believe you.
Oh, you're being a wonderful believer.
I believe you. I believe you.
Come inside.
Yes, I believe you.
Oh, keep believing.
I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. Final. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
I know, and I've been monitoring him. Yes, love is suddenly beclouding his sense of security, and that makes it easier for me to strike. Yes, I've got this covered already. I will never allow this marriage to work. All right, take care. I love how things are playing out already. It will soon be over.
What sort of dream is this? Can he actually be pushed to this level?
Yeah? Who are you talking to? Eh?
Mama, I just had a very terrible dream. Huh? A very terrible dream.
A very terrible dream. A very terrible dream. Are we forgetting a dream, eh? You see you and dream. Again? So what did you dream about this time?
Mama, you see this thing I always talk about. You see this thing I always tell you and Papa. Your level of wickedness. I'm not saying you two are wicked. I'm just saying the level of wickedness you people dish out to Richard is too much. He's a human being. Now these things are beginning to get to him. He's beginning to feel bad and you're pushing him. Because in this dream I saw him. He shot you and Papa.
Huh?
Yes. Mama, he shot you people because of the level of wickedness you two have subjected him to.
Ozukwa, that's enough. That's enough. Look, if this is a plot to get me scared so that I can give you my blessings, it will never work. And by the way, why do you always have bad dreams?
Mama, you know I don't play with these dream things. I cannot be joking now. Mama, I'm not joking. I am telling you what I dreamt. And you have to take it serious because you know my dreams now. They come to pass.
Okay, friend. Both of you should come up with something better. This is all strategy. This strategy may expire. I know where you're coming from. And it's too poor and childish for my liking. And you have an errand to run from me. So, when Ria, go no.
My mind is made up, my love,
Anna, may check go.
I've heard you, I'm coming.
My brother Okan, you have heard all that we've said. We are ready to pay your daughter's bride price. Even if you say so now, my nephew is very capable.
I have heard what you said. But, you know, things of marriage is not one man's business. First, I will speak with my daughter about what you just said. Though she has told me about the prince. But I will still have conversation with her over the marriage intention. Then I will speak with my kinsman. And I will get back to you.
My brother Okan, you have heard all that we've said. We are ready to pay your daughter's bride price, even if you ask us to do so now. My nephew here is very capable.
Definitely I will. I will try as much as I can to gather them together. Then I will call you. My prince,
Mazi,
it's an honor having you in my house.
It's my honor as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my prince. Yes. Thank you, my prince.
I was just walking by the market and I saw this beautiful slide. Now got to my mama now.
Are you serious?
Yes, it will suit her complexion.
It's actually beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, this is so thoughtful of you.
Thank you.
She'll like it too. I'm sure she'll like it.
I hope so.
Bia, what are you doing here?
Mama, good day, Mama.
What is good about the day when you are uninvited?
Hey, Mama. Because I actually came here, very happy to see you. I was just coming back from Ebaiji Wallo, and I saw this beautiful fabric, and I think that it would suit your skin tone very well. The guy like it, Panya. I said, let me buy for you. Mommy, just look at it.
Oh, it's so fine, eh? It has pink, your favorite color.
You bought wrapper for me. Chai. Ewo. Chai. Chai, this is good. Hey. Iwe cheta mo no go lo ma kwa. Hey. Yeah. Kita la ganya. Okay. Kita la so kwa ganya banwa. Eh? Oh, you went and charmed a cloth and brought it to me. You actually brought it, thinking that you can win my heart to give you my blessing? Eh?
Mama, what is the meaning of this thing now? What is your problem? Didn't do wrong buying this thing for you. He didn't even buy it for his own mother. He thought of you. He brought it to you. Instead of you to appreciate it, you're doing like this.
Yes.
Mama, it's not fair.
Yes. Let it not be. Let it not be. He didn't buy for his mother because he know what he did with the wrapper. You think I don't know you charmed it? You think I don't know you charmed it? Anofia, let me warn you. As from today, take your miserable self far away from my daughter because someone else is coming to pay bride price on her head. Yes! You heard me right. In fact, every necessary arrangement has been made. I'm sure she doesn't want to tell you. She's waiting for the right time. Yes! You need to know because the next time you come here, you will not be tired.
Mama, what are you talking about? Richard, see, listen. Richard, Mama, stop now. Mama, leave me alone. What are you talking about? Mama, leave me alone. Oh! Mama, leave me now. Leave me.
You must marry a rich man. How will be unconscionable? Back to sender.
Why are you telling lies? Mama, I've got the people. Oh, Mama, you wound me now. Amaka, why are you lying? What's the lie for?
I'm forcing you into your miracle.
Which miracle?
I'm forcing you into your lifting.
See, no be to dey make mouth o. I go let you know say for this spinning game, I be Babanla. Come on, your hand for there.
Baba play game.
No be JJT o. Wetin dey happen?
Nearly can never kill a bird.
I hear you.
This one nearly. See, this matter now they use pay house rent for a junk, but you don't understand.
I hear you.
This particular game is soft like virgin breast. Now when referee don't finish, but now they know be the first.
So much you get, so much you get. See the way it stands now, you go set babes. Make you see whether 2 seconds and then go arrange that your small you will get softness and soft breast.
Play. Now see this particular game, they like virgin breast. You don't understand? Until the referee don't stop the ball, now the ball they finish. See this guy go win you. No be to they make matter. You don't trust me now. Baba fast. They only fast for bullet though. See this one. Take him.
What thing you they talk? Talking about women, see, be like we go begin set babes. Make her for just conceive those that your small you will get soft knees and soft breast. Make your mind day.
If I tell it on the eye, my babe. That babe sweet. I know they play with them. See that babe, I know they joke with them.
I hear you.
That babe, na my loud, na my claro. It gets me so. That babe, no go near.
Throw me.
What's in the sub now?
Chairman.
Look at that. Chamo.
Hello, Chemo. I greet you. No, nah. You know possible. No. Chemo, matter no pass say that marriage no fit hold. Instead of make that marriage hold, I go deliver them blood back to back. Now say you be Chemo. Okay, I dey with you. See spin, you need to suspend this game. As it stands now, you need to call Wizard. Tell am ASAP make it for deliver us better kala and ginot. No be the time we deliver before better one where you go use stay go knock the way take the hot now. You need to dance this Makosa come outside.
Baba, that one no be wahala now. You know understand.
Now so it just be.
Last before we go, not just call on meetings of 14.
But come where you? How much there?
No 14.5.
Hey, no play with that money. Maybe I no get issue.
But I win the game now, Baba.
Don't put Wizard on call,
No
get where I reach.
Don't worry.
Okay.
A Wizo? Don't worry.
Mama, really, I don't recognize you anymore. I don't know who you are anymore. Because you're becoming impossible every day as days goes by. Mama, how can you let your love for material things becloud your sense of reasoning?
It is those same material things that your father and I used to raise you up to this level. But instead of you to be sensible enough to repay us by bringing a rich man to marry you, you got that gorilla to add more sorrows to us. Anofia.
Mama, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you try to justify what you did, but it is wrong. Even nature will judge you. I mean, if you made a joker, don't you have conscience? Look. Activate your conscience now. Hey, that guy just came to show you love. And you treated him like that. Or if he's your son, would you be happy? Mommy, I'm saying my own because it's not right though. As a matter of fact, you need to go and apologize to Richard.
Apologize in
as soon as possible.
Apologize in Wipo. Apologize my foot. Look, if you don't take your time with the way you talk to me, I will ground you. Imakonyambo, you know me very well.
What is this noise about?
No, Papa, is it?
Your voices from afar. What is it?
Is it not Mama? Is it not Mama? Richard spent good amount of money to buy her a very beautiful wrapper. One beautiful wrapper that he bought for her that even has her favorite color in it. Yeah. How did Mama receive it? She collected it from him and embarrassed him, then threw it at him. What? Oh, Papa, you see, I was as shocked as you are. Okay, now, Funu. Oh, is that not wickedness?
Woman.
Is that not wickedness?
Didn't you set the cloth ablaze?
You know what I'm capable of. I did more than boring. I threw it at him because I can never allow an accursed thing into my compound.
You should have set it ablaze right in his presence. And you, Ruth, did I see that fool in this compound again? Eh? Did I see that fool in this compound?
So look at it today. We told you that everything is going to take place at the appointed time. Look at it today.
Mommy, it was difficult then. Very, very difficult. I really loved to gift then. Oh, I loved to gift.
Well, you see, let us bury the past in the past. The present and future of this family matters most. Lolo, we need to start planning immediately so that once Ukana calls, we will not be caught unawares.
That's true, Iche. You're right. In that case, we have to hand everything over to you so that you'll be in charge of them. Whatever thing you need on the process, just give us a call. You will get it by all
That will
means.
not be a problem at all. I am suddenly with the prince.
It's okay there.
Yeah.
Uncle, thank you very much. Thank you for that fatherly role that you always play in my life. Thank you for being a support system to me, even when I am confused. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My son, that is who he is. Even right from the day I married your late father, he has been there for us. He's a very nice man. I mean it.
See how you people are talking as if I'm the only good man in this family.
Of course you are.
See, my late brother did a lot for me, especially when it came to when my family died in that ghastly motor accident. He almost pulled his crown to be a wife to me. You see, allow me to replicate such benevolence. Eh? And my prince, I must carry all your children before I join my late brother.
Uncle, lest I forget. You know, I promised you a car, so when are you ready for it?
But I swore I will never drive a car again in my life. I want to be there without one. I don't bother. I'm comfortable like this.
So you don't want a car again? But I made a promise.
That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. You can go ahead. But don't forget to tell Happiness to hasten up for the food. As a business in my cream. It's okay there.
All right then, I'll look for what next to do for you.
Yes, guess what?
What is it? I hope you are not here to pull out.
I hate something. I'm not pulling your legs.
Tell us now. The suspense is killing
Calm
us.
down, please. I overheard the prince, the queen, and Ichiomema discussing about our prince's marriage to that beautiful damsel you girls assumed to be his friend and colleague.
Wow, this is good news. Yeah, indeed. Anyways, I just hope that this one will stay. Because I don't think that Prince Ronald will survive another heartbreak. See, let me tell you guys. if this one fails, I believe the prince will choose me immediately.
Nancy, why are you like this?
Calm
down. The prince will choose you. Oh, you're praying for this one to fail.
People are jealous. I know it. You're jealous.
Blessing. Please, let's go. Let her keep dreaming. Please dream to your grave.
Please go. Is it a bad thing to dream?
For such a thing.
It's not a bad thing to dream. See, the prince will choose me after this one, and I believe that. I know, okay? Tata force, go. Nonsense.
Ichia, what are you going to do about this now?
About what exactly?
Since I came here, you've not been listening to me. Let me tell you this. The prince have seen the father-in-law of the girl he wants to marry. And he is planning to go and marry the girl.
That's not a problem. When the time is ripe, we'll go and bring the future queen home.
You are sounding like a wounded lion. Are you trying to back out when the battle has not begun? If you think this is going to be a very strong one, I suggest we go and consult that strong Dibia Katapo, and let him come into this play.
You see, Donatus, yes. I am scared for you. Yes. You've been the one trembling. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't want to have a weakling around me when I become king.
Ichie, you're confusing me now.
No, you shouldn't be confused because you're already losing touch. Let me ask you this. Since when have you started doubting my capability? It's one thing to fix a marriage, then the other is to bring the woman home. Are you still confused?
The master planner himself. Oh. I am so sorry that I did not see the bigger picture. Don't cross my heart. It will not happen again.
My future, no. I want you at this point now to start seeing the brighter picture. As my future, no.
Mama, I don't understand you sometimes. So after telling you my dreams this morning, you still went ahead to tell him those lies. Imagine I wasn't here to shield the both of you.
Let me tell them, man. Will you shut up there? Shut up there! What's the matter with you? Can you even listen to yourself? Oh, you are happy. Very, very happy. And I'm proud that you brought a boyfriend. Ordinary boyfriend that could come here and threaten your parents with a machete. Yeah? And that is the idiot you want me and my wife to give our blessings to. That is rubbish. Absolute nonsense. It's not going to happen. So tomorrow, after every little quarrel, he shows that he knows how to draw machetes. Hey! It's not going to happen. Not here.
Mother Mary will forbid it. Let me tell you, you see that marriage will not work. And that is final.
Don't mind her. In fact, that idiot is very lucky. Very, very lucky that I am in a very good mood today. Otherwise, I would have used my position as a retired federal government teacher to deal with him. I would have locked him up.
Papa, Papa, you're not lock up anybody. You're not locking up anybody. Let me tell you two. You two should better get used to him as your in-law. Because soon he will come with his people, bring wine for you, and you will take it. Because I am going to marry him. I am going to marry him. Because one day you people will wake up and see that I have inflicted some level of injury on myself. I have said my own. No.
Is that a threat?
It's not a threat. I'm saying my own.
Are you threatening us?
Before you inflict injury on yourself, before you injure yourself in any way, just make sure you have accumulated enough money to compensate myself and your mother for training you. You know what it took us?
Look, let me tell you, I was even thinking you will say you're going to die. Oh, you don't know that each day you profess love to that cursed boy, you are inflicting injury on us. You don't know? You are inflicting injury on me and my husband. Because the shameful thing, that a graduate like you cannot see with her eyes. You are falling for a poor riffraff.
Mama, love of my life is not a riffraff. Yeah. Stop calling my... Stop.
Yeah, check. Again. Loot. Huh? Stop talking about this love. No, anytime you talk about love, you have issues. Eh?
I want to lie down. I want to lie down. Wait.
Water. Need water. Water.
I promise my tummy. I know. My tummy.
Mama, get it. Mommy. Hey, Chineke Nabo, what is this now? Mama. Hey. Mama, don't do this. Bobby, wake up. Oh. Hey. Mama. Bobby, can you hear me?
Doctor, what is the situation?
Mr. Richard, your mother seemed to have struggled a lot with life before she passed out. That's why it's a bit difficult for her to wake up.
I understand that, but what exactly is the problem?
Don't worry, calm down. We've been able to stabilize her and everything is under control. We also carried out some tests on her. Yes. But the result of the tests we carried out are not yet out. Once they are out, we will be able to ascertain exactly what is wrong with her. And by God's grace, we'll find a solution.
Okay. I was going to ask about the lady in Ward 6. Her name is Ruth Nnamdi. What is her situation?
Honestly speaking, her condition is very critical. Yes. Her kidney is very bad.
Huh?
Very, very bad. As a matter of fact, she needs an urgent kidney transplant. It needs to be done as soon as possible.
Hi. Her kidney?
Yes. Very bad.
Ha! What are we going to do?
We?
Yes, what can we do?
Do you know her?
Oh yes, she's my girl.
Oh. Mr. Richard, you really have a lot on your hands.
I know.
To be very serious, kidney transplant is very expensive. Especially when you're, going to pay the donor. But the donor and the surgery itself, we should be looking at something not less than 10 million.
Eh?
Yes. But if we are able to get a donor from maybe a relative or friend or something, then maybe the surgery will be a bit lesser.
Doctor, we don't have that kind of money. There's nobody in my family that has that kind of money. I don't want her to die. I don't want anything to happen to her. Do you understand? Like, I barely have money to take care of my mother. I don't have that kind of money. Where will I raise that kind of money? How?
I understand how you feel, but the truth of the matter is, there's nothing I can do at the moment. Hi! It's... You just need to raise the money for the surgery. As a matter of fact, I will need to engage the services of a professional who is a specialist in that area.
Doctor, you have to help me. How will I raise that kind of money?
Hey! Well, maybe you can, run around to get some money for us to place her on.
From where?
Let's place her on dialysis for like 7 days and see what becomes of her. But to be very honest with you, she needs the kidney transplant. And the dialysis I'm talking about, at least you'll be needing around 100,000 or more for it to happen. I'm sorry, but that's the true situation of things.
Baby, I know that you can hear me. It's been a very difficult time for me. Having to live without you, baby. And so I have come here today to speak to you because I know that you can hear me. You are the love of my life, the center of my world. You are the one that gives my life a meaning. And so you see that life without you will have no meaning. Please, baby, fight like a warrior that you are. Because I know that you will not give up on our love. Please keep fighting. I miss you. We all miss you. Your family misses you. But I miss you the most because you're the one who makes my heart beat. But lately I wake up in fear with my heart racing. Fear of the unknown. Not knowing if the last time I saw you would be the last time that I will see you. Baby, please. If you fail to fight, then I am finished. Please come back to me.
Greetings, elders in council.
Your Majesty, where is the prince? We've been waiting for him for a very long time now.
I'm sorry. And I sincerely apologize. I think the prince will not be joining the meeting today. You have to reschedule the meeting, please.
As jobless men? No, as lazy people who would not have anything doing. No, we don't have anything doing. Yes. Uncle Igbo, are you high on something or what? How dare you address the crown queen of this kingdom in such a manner? I'm told, who are you? Ablo, what's your problem? Ablo, I've warned you to stay off my path. Whenever I'm dealing with matters of this kingdom, stay off my path. No, how can elders of this kingdom fix a meeting and the supposed king or the supposed chairman will just reschedule it without any reasonable point? No, it's a slap on our faces.
Did you ask for a reason and it was not given? Must you constitute nuisance anytime and all the time? Why? Who do you think you are? Ozurumba!
If you don't have anything reasonable to say, Aku is making a very vital point.
What nonsense vital point are you talking about, Donatus? It's insulting the queen, what you refer to as vital point?
Who invited a rat in the meeting of lions? That you are the brother to the late king does not give you the right to talk when men are talking. Men of this kingdom are talking.
Are you out of your senses? Oh, because you are called Akubo, your head is swelling, isn't it? Look, in the first place, what have you achieved in this life, if I may ask? I know your gluten is on that throne, and that is going to be when I am dead.
Then you shall die for it to happen. You must die. I assure you that.
He will not die.
He will die.
He will not die.
You might even join him as
He
well.
will die.
But it must happen.
It's true.
What's that nonsense? You must surely die. I assure you that.
So, madam, all you need to do right now is raise about 5 million naira. Then I will talk to my friend who is a specialist to carry out the surgery, provided his kidney is a very good match to that of your daughter.
Okay, doctor. Doctor, I want to understand. Did you say the young man volunteered to donate his own kidney?
Madam, have you not been listening to all that I've been saying?
Doctor, I'm sorry. It's just that I am shocked.
Well, I understand. That young man is something else. His type is very rare to find in our present day society. I'm marveled as well.
So, doctor, I would like to know, what are his chances of survival?
That's it. 50-50.
Oh.
Yes. You know, it has to do with the health condition of the donor and the person that is carrying out the surgery.
Oh.
Yes. But I believe he will make it. You have nothing to worry about. Just have faith. Trust God. Everything will be fine.
I pray so. I don't want son to die.
Let's not pray for that. Just raise the money. Then we'll take it up from there.
It's okay, doctor. Let me go and make some efforts now. Let me go and rally around.
Please do.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No, doctor, I'm coming. I'm just at a place where I need to get some money. Yes. No, doctor, I will not be long. Once I get the money, I'll be there. Eh? Thank you, doctor.
Who's that? Good afternoon, sir.
Ross, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is your daddy at home?
No, he left immediately. He got an emergency.
Eh? How? Why? Hey, no now. No, he told me to come here this morning with these land papers. You know, that as soon as he can confirm, you know, the authenticity of these papers, he's going to, you know, give me some money for the land with this. He's not at home.
He's not at home. I'm the only one in the house. And if you don't mind, I'm leaving somewhere.
Hold on. Are you sure he did not leave some money for me?
He didn't. I'm going somewhere. Sorry.
Hi.
Hello? Hello? What is wrong? Why did he end the call when I was about giving him a vital information? What is going on? Yes, come in. Madam.
Good day, sir.
Good day. Please sit.
You sent for me?
Yes, I did. Madam, what is going on? I need to know what is going on. I have not seen any serious effort from you and your husband. What is going on? Do you people want to lose your daughter?
No. We will not lose her. Please, doctor. You see, we are trying our best. Honestly.
Really?
We are trying our best. We've gone to so many places, spoken to so many people, but it's not just working, doctor. I don't know why.
Madam, you and your husband need to do a lot more. Else you will lose your daughter.
Hey!
Do I need to remind you that she has less than 5 days to live?
Huh?
Yes.
She's my only child, the only one I have. Please, don't allow anything to happen to her. Be good, doctor, please.
Madam, I wish there is something I can do for you people at the moment. Like, I really wish there's something I can do. But the bitter truth is, my hands are seriously tied.
Hey, doctor, because lose your hands.
There is something I can do something I can do right now. Nothing at all.
Doctor, please. Use your hand, don't let it tight, Biko.
Madam, I really wish there is something I can do to help the situation. But to be very sincere, my hands are seriously tied.
Hey.
There is nothing I can do at the moment.
Please, don't your hands, Biko.
Mazukana, to what do we owe this bad omen? Huh? Are there things we are supposed to do that we did not do?
Mazi, how can you just keep the future king of this kingdom standing and unwelcomed without explanations? It demeans his character.
My heart is heavy. I lack the right words to tell Dimba the hunter that his favorite forest has been set ablaze. Let me call my daughter. Mercy! Mercy! Please call.
Papa, I'm here.
Your suitor and his people are here. Tell them what you told me.
I'm sorry, my prince. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I cannot marry a man caused by the gods themselves. I cannot, please.
I don't need to explain what will happen to anyone who touches this Omo.
Let's go home, Your Royal Majesty. Please, let's go. There's nothing we can do here.
This is royal affliction. Kingdom is hot.
Thank you for coming.
Mama.
I know Richard has been running around for money. I love him so much. I love him so much. Please, make sure. Make sure he does not sell that last land. Please, make sure he does not sell the land. Sorry. I appreciate what you have been doing for me.
Mama, stop saying all of this now. Stop saying this. You're going to be fine. You walk out of this place. Please.
Please. Forgive him. Forgive him. And
Mama, don't worry. Whatever it is, I've forgiven Richard. He's my brother, he's my friend. Please, we just want you to be fine.
Always be by his side.
Undo.
Oh, I know my death is near. I see my death. It's of no use wasting more money. It's of no use. You should waste more money. You should stop wasting money. Tell him he should not force himself on anything. That was will be.
Okay, I think I've heard. Undo. Doctor!
He was so dilapidated, as if his world has crumbled.
I almost burst out laughing when the girl declared her non-interest. But Ichie, tell me this. The way you do this young groundwork baffles me a lot. Secondly, when you do it, it's beyond my imagination and comprehension.
Donatus, my friend. Yes. You don't need to bother yourself about the method. Just be happy for the results. The output is the main thing.
You are very correct here. Let us see how he can look for another woman in this his current state of mind.
Before he recovers from this emotional trauma, the time must have elapsed. And by then, would have sat on the throne as king and Onowu.
That would be a very wonderful moment.
Then why don't we cheers to it?
Yes.
Cheers. To the great kingdom.
Yes.
Onowu and the king. More grace.
Yes.
Oh my God, Richard. Where have you been for days and why are you looking downcast?
I'm going through a lot, Sophia. If I'm not able to raise a certain amount of money, I'm going to lose my mother.
Jesus. No, we're not going to lose that. Is it more than 1 million?
700,000.
Only 700,000. Okay. Yes, Angela. Yes, are you at the office now? Okay. I want you to arrange some money for me. 1 million naira. I said I want you to arrange money, 1 million naira. Like, I'm coming to the office now to pick it up. Yes. Alright. Richard, hop in. Go to the car, let's go.
Just when we thought that the prince is finally happy. Now this. Nancy, he asked me. At this point, I don't think two people can be wrong.
Madam, what are you driving at?
What I'm trying to say is, it's possible that the prince is actually cursed. And he's yet to be told. What are you saying?
You are not too far from the truth.
Yeah.
But my question is, why are they hiding it from him? Why don't they tell him how they find out?
Honestly, this is really confusing. I must confess.
I can't tell. I'm confused too.
Or is it that they don't want him to be king?
It's possible, though. Happiness, you're on point.
Maybe.
I think you have a point. Because all this drama every day is not necessary.
Be fast with that. Young man, we need to go out. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Doctor, I have the money. This is all the money that you need, please. Oh, please, can you just make that call? Call that specialist that you talked about so that he can come and take care of my mother, please. That's the money. That's all the money.
Mr. Richard, it's no longer necessary.
Why? What are you saying?
We don't need the money anymore.
And I'm asking why? Why?
Just take your money, please.
What are you saying? Why?
You see, we tried our best. We tried all we could to save her, but the truth is, your mother couldn't make it. The nurses just rolled her out.
Richard, just calm down. Richard, can you just calm down?
The money, your money.
Doctor. Let's take it easy.
This was so bad.
Take it easy.
This was so bad.
Let's go. Father, what have I done wrong? I want to know, what have I done wrong? Did you pass through this level of pain before becoming the king of this kingdom? What is what you meant when you said to me that difficult days are ahead of me?
Father, you said to me that you will be with me even in death. But up until this moment, you have not done anything. You did not stand by me. You absolutely abandoned me, Father. Why? The legacy that you built is crumbling. Father, the legacy that you build is crumbling right in front of me, and I have no solution or no answer to it. Hi. Father, give the product of your loins solution to this problem. I cannot handle it alone. I can see my world crashing right in front of me, and I can't even do anything. Hi. Hello, Mercy. Mercy, please, I need to talk with you. Please, I want to know. Please, can you tell me what you meant when you said that I am cursed? Hello? Hello? Hello?
What the doctor said? What is it that a child is supposed to do for the mother that I did not do? I worked to make money, to save her. I paid hospital bills. Even when I did not have, I borrowed. I sold my clothes, I sold my shoes. I even ran to my enemies sometimes to borrow money just to keep mommy alive. And today my mother is no more. Oh, well, if one melon Imero, Richard. What is death? Oh. Somebody define death to me, because this is beyond my comprehension. Mba. My mother is not dead. I'm asking you, Kim. What did I miss?
You didn't miss anything.
Are you sure I did not miss anything?
It is all my fault.
It's not your fault.
I'm so sorry, my love. If you had not used the money to pay for my dialysis, Mama would still be alive.
You are going to stop blaming yourself. There is no way I'm going to allow the two most important persons in my life die. I did the best that I could. What was I supposed to do? Watch you die? What was the guarantee? What was the guarantee that if I had spent the money the other way, that Mama would have survived or lived?
She would have survived.
No, don't say that.
Because at the end of the day, I am still going.
You are not going to die.
Where are we going to get 7 million?
Stop!
We're going to get 7 million naira from.
have allowed you to use that money, at least you would have saved Mama. I am okay with me dying. I am okay with me dying.
Who could that be? And why was he shown to me in the dream? The man was brutally killed. Is there something I need to know?
2 weeks I met you. But deep down, it's like I've known you for so long.
You're a very nice person, and I feel the same way.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
I like your smile.
Oh, now you're flattering me.
No. I like your color.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You know, as a journalist, I would want you to write a love story about us.
Okay.
Yeah. And the caption of that love story should be, let me think. Will you marry me? I know it's barely 2 weeks, but I feel like you are the best couple in town. You're so beautiful in and out. You're my heart desire. Just say yes to me.
Yes. How very It's so beautiful.
Yeah. You like it?
I love it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
why?
The dream was so scary. The guy was heavily battered before they finally hanged him.
It's a dream. A very terrible dream, but still it's a dream.
I just pray the gods protect him wherever he is. I just pray. So you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yes, I called you here because I was able to realize some money with the help of friends, relatives, and well-wishers that came for the burial.
Oh.
So after the burial, all burial expenses was done with, I'm left with a tangible amount of money that I think that you and I should set up a business with, you know, so that we make everyday money. Do you understand?
Oh.
So, but your assignment is to go and think of a business plan. Me, I've been able to raise the money. Think of a business plan.
That's great. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for us.
Oh.
How is it me now?
Us. It's so
it's
bad.
me and you.
So, how much are we talking about?
What is your problem? Think of a business plan. You're asking how much you're talking about.
Now you tell me so I will know how to
How to think of something first.
Oh.
It's not like we're doing anything elaborate, like importing motorcycles from China.
Ah, do you know? Maybe we can import pure water now.
Hello, my dear. Yeah, yes. All right. Don't worry. I'll get back to you when I'm done with it, okay? Thank you. Bye.
Oh.
Son.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Greetings, my daughter.
Please.
How are you? Please sit. My daughter, you must be Hannah, of course.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Don't be surprised, my dear. The description matches with your personality. My daughter, you know, we don't sleep, we don't eat, we don't drink in this house without the name Hannah being mentioned in this house. So I finally get to meet the almighty Hannah today, right? You're welcome once again, my daughter.
Mom, you have a traditional marriage to plan.
Are you?
She said yes to me.
What? Yeah. And you are being silent over it. Come on! Where is this guy? Happiness! 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 Yes. Please, I want you to go to my room. Go to the wine bar. You will see the pure 60s drink inside the bar. But please get it for me. We need to celebrate this.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, it's okay. We need to celebrate this. Once again, my daughter, you're welcome, eh?
Thank you very much.
Wow. I'm telling you, such an angel. Hey, I'm so happy today.
Follow my man. Follow. You need to see this very one. She's a journalist. Oh yeah. Very beautiful. Curvy. Shapy. Follow. You will know that I made the right choice here. Yeah. Preparations is just on the high gear. Oh yeah. I have proposed to her. She has accepted. As a matter of fact, I will send you details about her wedding. Our wedding arrangement, of course. Yeah. Polo in Canada. I hope you will make it, right? That's my man. That's my man. That's the kind of sacrifice we'll make for each other. All right, man. Okay, I'll get back to you. Hey, my love, talk about the angel.
So this is how mean and wicked you can be, Roland. Eh?
Excuse me?
No, you're not excused. Oh, I wondered why everything was moving so fast. The proposal, the engagements. I knew there was something off about all of this.
What are you talking about?
So, Roland, you want me dead? Huh? You knew you had just few weeks to die from your cause and you want to tag me along. You know what? You are a demon clothed in angel apparel.
Hey, take it easy. Who is feeding with all these lies?
I heard it from a reliable source and it is none of your business. You know what? We are done.
Babe.
It is all done! Stop nothing!
Manager, that account you gave to me was not clear at all to me. The account of last month, I didn't understand. So this one that you're going to give me this month, if it is not clear, you are fired. Do I make myself clear? If it is not clear to me this month, you are fired because I really do not understand what you're writing. How can you do a thing like that?
You see the other side of me.
This is royal affliction. Kingdom is war. This is
Mom, I'm on my way now.
To where?
What I told you about.
What you told me about? Oh, that?
Yes, Mom.
But, son, that was just a mere dream. You have to stay here and look for a wife. You don't have much time on your side, though.
Mom, I know I do not have much time. But the voice came continuously asking me to go to Wicked Kingdom and stay 3 days at the sacred sanctuary of Obari, the god of peace. Mom, please, allow me to go. I'll be back before you know it.
It's okay.
Thank you.
If you say so. I wish you luck.
Thank you, Mom.
May the gods protect you.
You say, I have to be on my way now.
But wait. Are you going to be like this for 3 days?
Oh, Silas already put my bag in the car.
It's okay.
All right, Mom.
Safe journey then.
Thank you. What am I doing? What if the voice was a ploy? What if my enemies are attacking me through dreams so that I can leave the palace while they take over in my absence? Should I continue with this journey with faith or go back?
Help me. Help me.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, Yoyom.
Sorry.
Adave came. Hey, Nne, you're welcome. Oh, how is your body now? No, oh. Hey. My prince, thank you so much.
It's okay.
God bless you. God bless you.
It's
The
okay.
gods will honor you.
You came? I'm just coming from the hospital. I didn't know you've been discharged. I even took food with me so that you can have something to eat today. And they told me that you just left. And I greet you, my prince. You're here.
She's fine. And as you can see, she's very, very fine. The prince here has taken care of her, bought food for her. She's very okay. So whatever you have in that your wretched nylon will no longer be necessary. So take it, because you look like someone that has not eaten for the past 3 days. Okay, Ria?
Richard, this is Prince Roland of Umwenyi Kingdom. He was the one that brought me back. Prince, this is Richard, my friend.
Nice to meet you, my prince.
How are you, Richard?
Nice to meet you.
Let us thank the gods that I met her at that point where I met her. I was actually on my way to the sanctuary for Barry. Let me go back and continue what I came for.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
All right.
God bless you. Dalo, my prince.
You can have this. Buy fruits for her.
My prince, is it not too much?
Oh, no, come on. Have it.
Hey, all this for just fruits?
It's okay.
Nine.
Let me be on my way.
Thank you.
All
Oh.
right.
Thank you so much. Oh. Dalu, oh. Go fruits. Don't worry. Where are you going to? Root.
Not here.
Bye bye, my prince. Oh. Hey, a Sunday Wendy.
Nine.
Enough for enough.
Okay,
you see what I'm seeing?
What are you seeing?
Have you noticed that the prince has been frequenting our house? Even after the first visit. I'm beginning to think that he's in love with our daughter.
Okay, you are still thinking. No, you can eat. Let me tell you something. I have sharpened my throat, waiting for the day he will come with his kinsmen to see us. It will happen.
Nah, you back speedy. Where are you? No, you're waiting for kinsmen.
Of course.
Oh, see, my problem now is that I hope your daughter will not spoil all this. I hope she will not spoil it for us, because if I'm going to see me, on the cook for them.
Is she mad? No. Let me tell you something. I'll first of all cut off her head and use it to drink palm wine. Let me tell you that just warn her in case, because nobody, not even her, that your stupid daughter, nobody can truncate this my chance of becoming an in-law to a future king. Somebody.
That sounds.
Let her just try it.
Hey, you want?
What did we do?
I have come to warn you to tell your miserable daughter to stay away from my man.
Who's your man?
Auntie, sister, Biko. Is your man the prince?
What nonsense prince are you talking about?
Don't shoot.
Shut your mouth. Richard is my man.
And I'm not coming back here again to warn you both. Tell your daughter to stay off my man. If not, I will wipe out your entire lineage. Hey! And I promise you that.
Richard, how did she get to the back here?
Hey! Nine. Did I hear her right? Eh? Mana, hey. Oh, yeah, that's why they say that this world no balance. How can money le watakiri amara? Oh, this her beauty. On that wretched Richard? Eh?
How do you know it's the Richard she's talking about? No, how do you know the particular Richard she's referring to?
It's possible or it's not the other Richard. Don't go another Richard. Nah.
Richard, you know I can be mad at you. I can call you names. In fact, we can even fight.
No, we're not going to fight. I'll beat you.
Okay, fine. Richard will beat me, I know. But the last thing I will do is to deceive you.
Okay, so what does this talk about now?
Richard, the way that prince is frequenting Ruth's house and showering them with gifts, I suspect rough play.
So are you trying to tell me that Ruth is going to fall for gifts that she's getting from? Is that what you're saying? After I have given her the best gift of her lifetime, which is my heart?
Richard, I know. I'm not saying that exactly. But you can't really trust her gender.
Okay.
I'm saying this so that I don't want to see you cry. It's obvious the parents like influence and money.
So what's your advice?
I will advise you as my friend and brother that you should just, endure all the sacrifices you have made for her and find a good girl and settle down with. You should be tired of this hide and seek by now.
Okay. Okay.
Like, you have agreed?
My queen, I'm really concerned about the welfare of the prince. Since he came back from Umuikem Kingdom, he barely stays at home. And is that how he's going to make it in these few weeks remaining?
Oh no.
My queen.
Oh no. As you can see, I am very much relaxed now. That means something is fishing.
Hey.
Yes.
My queen, can I come into the chapter?
You know what? He met a well-groomed girl in Umikem Kingdom.
Hey.
And he is working on meeting the parents of the girl.
That's a very wonderful news.
I'm telling you. Don't worry, I will keep you posted on the progress.
It's okay.
He don't want to let anybody know yet.
Yeah, sure. I know. But let him just hasten up in order to beat the time.
Don't worry, the gods will do it for us.
No, they should just do it. I trust the gods.
Yeah, they will do it.
That's a very good news.
I'm telling you. That's why I told you that I'm very much relaxed now.
Yeah, great. I have been coming to your house lately. And I know you might be wondering why I've been coming. I love your daughter so much.
Huh?
Oh, yes. And I've been giving her some signs, but she's not really reciprocating. And I know it's because she's in love with Richard.
My prince, don't mind her. It's just mere friends.
Oh.
Nothing serious. Because we've not even approved of the relationship.
I know that Richard may have done one or two things for her in the past few weeks, but that was out of his own volition. No one compelled him to do anything for my daughter. So as far as we are concerned, my daughter, our daughter, is still single and searching.
I love her so much. And if she will say yes to me today, I will pay her bride price today.
Huh?
Oh yes, I am not asking people to force her. I want people to please help me beg her to love me the same way that I love her.
Prince, relax. We are going to talk to her. Talk to her and then we'll get back to you. Don't worry. Yeah?
Sorry.
I assure you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I have to be on my way now.
You know where to, at least.
No.
I'm
Actually,
preparing
I was
something.
actually heading to somewhere. I said, let me stop and see you people. Huh? Mama, you can have this. Yeah. Just for your upkeep. Just for your upkeep, huh?
Thank you so much.
When the job is done, I will come back to appreciate
no
you people.
problem, my prince. Consider it done, eh?
It's okay.
Bye-bye, yo.
Prince is watching you. Prince is watching you. Prince is watching you. Prince, bye-bye. What is wrong with you?
You mean she also threatened you?
Mama, exactly. Hey, and she was not looking funny that day. It wasn't funny at all. She was just busy with her mean face. Watch your back. Watch your back. Nem, trust me now. I gave it back to her. I said, watch your front. Maybe if you had watched your front more, you will find your own husband.
You told her that?
Hey, my husband. Hey, it's my mother that gave birth to me.
Oh, you didn't
know?
Hey. But that's by the way, Mom. You see, at this point, you need to weigh the options and know what works.
Mama, are you suggesting I should leave Richard?
No.
Mama, don't even answer it. Azania, it's not possible. That one cannot happen. It cannot happen. Mama,
Calm down. See, whatever decision you make now will either make or mar our lineage. Now think about it. If you refuse to let Richard go, this girl might decide to close our lineage, and that's you inclusive, and forcefully marry Richard. That way, you are a loser. If she decides to punish you by closing Richard's lineage, that will make you an ingrate to your benefactor. We all know that Richard is a good man. That young man has a good heart. I know. All those So when you consider these two options, you find out that either ways, you are a loser. Richard is a good man, and the best gift for him is the gift of life. So let him live.
Mama, all this will be difficult to do. It will be difficult to do. It will break Richard. It will hurt him deeply. Even me, I don't even know how I'm going to take it myself. Mama.
I know. See. Time heals wound. With time, he will forget about all these things and move on. Oh, okay, couple now.
Mama, how do I look him in the eyes and tell him all this? How?
You don't need to look into his eyes. You don't need to look into his eyes now.
Okay, I should look at his head.
You're not even seeing any part of his body. It is no longer in your place to look at any part of his body.
You mean I should now, when I'm telling him, I should back him? Is that the best way?
Look, the prince was here earlier. He was here professing love for you. You can practically feel love in his utterance. Hey, that young man loves you. That young man loves you. Do you know he knelt down and was crying? Has Richard ever cried for you before?
Mama, plenty times now. That one is normal thing. Mama, stop. Or cry is cry.
A poor man is always crying. Mother, when a rich man cries, it means he's deeply in love. Yotago. So, if you say yes to the prince now, before you know it, we'll just boom to your father's village. And you know Richard does not know the place. And before you say Jack, ring in your finger, you have become the queen of that kingdom. Don't you want to be the queen? Think about it. Take a wise decision that will benefit you, me, your father, and even save Richard's life.
Why must mine be different? Why must my own be different? Am I the only poor person?
Ruth, so for 2 weeks you can live your life without me. You have not seen me. You have not heard from me. And you're fine. Where are you?
Richard!
What is it?
Richard!
What is it?
The worst has happened.
What? What is it?
The worst has happened, Richard.
Calm down now. What is it? What happened? What happened?
Richard, I warned you about this same girl, Ruth, but you won't listen.
Is she okay? Is she okay? I have not seen her. I have not heard from her.
No, it's not okay.
I hope nothing happened
No,
to
see,
her.
evidence.
Did anything happen?
Richard, you didn't listen to me. The same thing I talked about. Ruth, God will punish you and your people. It will never be well with you. Yes, my brother. After everything you did. Yes, this is Ruth.
Who sent this to you?
It's Uzoma, our colleague. Who went to the village? He met it. It's not Ruth.
Wait, slow down. Who sent this to you?
Uzoma, our colleague, went to the village to go and inspect a project. He met Ruth and that prince marrying. He now took pictures. How do you believe it if it was just say, don't marry? No. Ruth, God will punish you and your people. Richard, everything, our land is gone. Our phone is gone. Everything is gone. Everything. Hey! Ruth, you are a wicked girl. Hey, Richard. Hey.
After all I lost because of her, hoping that one day.
Richard, hey. What? Ruth, God will punish you. God will punish you and your parents. Hey! Hey! Richard, leave me! Kill me first! Hey! Richard, please kill me first! Kill me first before you go kill anybody! Kill me! Kill me!
only because of you. Kill me. God will punish you for all you did to my friend and my daughter. I'm sorry. Look at this, kill me. Lord, God will punish you. It will never be well with you and your people. Hey! Richard! Bianwo came. When that boy was busy moving up and down, I advised you that you should send the assassin to finish him, or we go to the palace with the youths and take power by force. And you told me you are practicing the art of war. See where the art of war has landed both of us.
Donatus, calm down. Calm down. Let me think straight. Please.
My friend, not coming any down. They are now a couple. And the next meeting is a day for them to feast their own coronation. I've lost my chance of being the Ono. And you are telling me to calm down. What do you mean by that?
Donatus, calm down.
I said I won't calm down. I've lost everything. Can't calm down, my dear. What do you mean?
Donatus, if you don't calm down, I'll walk you out of my house. What's the meaning of this? Allow me to clear my head so that I can think straight. Roland, you think I can lose this battle to you? You're joking. Fight this war to finish.
By the powers vested on me as the Onu of this great kingdom, I must arrest that animal. Surely I must arrest him for messing up my coronation and for the embarrassment he caused me.
My Lord, please forgive me. He's like a wounded lion trying to find his way home. He will get over me. Please.
No. If I free that young man, he might come back again and again, and I wouldn't know what next he will do.
My Lord, this is a man who lost his mother trying to save me. He gave his kidney to save me. Put yourself in his shoes. Consider his condition. This man has been through a lot because of me. Nobody will take it lightly. My Lord, please, can you give me time? Let me have a word with him. Let me talk to him. I beg you. Please. Please.
I will spare him. Just because of you. But when next he tries this, trust me, I will do what he will live to regret.
Let me just talk to him. Please.
No. I am on my way to attend a very important meeting. I will stop over in your house on my way back. I think we need to reschedule the date. All right then. Thank you. Silas, what is the meaning of this? Go and clear up that room. Silas,
This is royal
get up.
affliction.
Let me.
Kingdom is hot. This has fallen apart. The kingdom is hot. This has fallen apart.
As far as I'm concerned, I have done everything I can. Guy, I have done everything that I can and it is still not working. What other choice do I have? I have to do what I have to do.
I have heard enough of this shit. I have never been embarrassed like this all my life. Maybe I was taken for granted. It is time to press the last button. Which is Plan C. Execute Plan C immediately. Yes. Thank you.
The quietness of a lion does not mean cowardice. I think I have been lenient for a roughly long time now. I have to take the bull by the horn. This Plan C is my last card on the table. Make me proud.
This Richard is gradually becoming a thorn on my flesh, and I've been sparing him because of my wife. Because of him and the fear of the unknown, I am yet to be crowned a king. Do I lock him up for just a day and get crowned, after which I will release him? But what happens after the release? What is it?
Your Highness, some gunmen just kidnapped your wife.
What? Richard, you have finally stepped on the lion's tail, and I will fight you. I will stop at nothing in fighting you this time. can go.
Your Majesty.
Lighter. He has done his worst. You have to go and bundle that idiot to my palace right now. Good.
That serves him right for taking the prince for granted.
But my spirit tells me that the boy is innocent of the accusation, as he says.
Even if he is, he had threatened the prince severally on previous occasions. Even made physical contacts on him. So whatever he is saying or being innocent is a jamboree.
Well, I believe that the threats were out of frustration. His story, if you listen to it, is indeed touching. Yes, I just wish that there's something I can do for that boy. Honestly.
Do you know, as we speak now, the queen cannot calm the prince down until the wife returns back to him, safe and sound, hale and healthy. Period.
May the wills of the gods be done.
I hope so. I hope so.
Boy is innocent.
Your Highness, please, I beg in the name of whatever you hold dear to your heart, to kindly release my friend. Please, help us. Please.
You're asking me to release a kidnapper? You're asking me to release a hardened criminal? A man who pointed a gun at me on several occasions? That is the man you're asking me to release. You're asking me to release a man who stopped my coronation. You're asking me to release a man who kidnapped my wife. Hey, young man, it doesn't work that way.
Your Highness, please. I know Richard, my friend, can't be anything. Most certainly not a hardened criminal and a kidnapper, Your Highness, please.
Are you calling me a liar?
No, Your Highness. No. Your Highness, I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is Richard made those threats out of anger and frustration. Any man in his shoe would have done same. Or if he was, please, just consider him. He's just a poor boy, he has nothing. Please, Your Highness.
It's only a foolish man that will act cowardly. When you fight a blue blood, you're fighting the entire kingdom. Tell your friend to advise his goons to release my wife. Else, I will kill him and nothing will happen.
Your Highness, I know Richard is a
Silence!
coward. Richard is a coward, Your Highness! Your Highness! Leave me, Your Highness! Give me here! You give me here! You give me to Your Highness! Leave me! Your Highness! Your Highness, don't do this, please! Hey, Richard!
Young man, since you were locked up in the palace dungeon, you've been pleading not guilty, despite the guilty. I want to ask you for the last time, did you kidnap the queen or not?
I'm innocent.
Finally,
to prove you're innocent, wash your hand in that water. Take the and touch your forehead 3 times. Eat one of the cola nuts there. If you are guilty, it's going to strike you down immediately. Is innocent. You can leave.
No.
Your Majesty.
I hope this is potent enough.
You cannot doubt the potency of Igurube. It is the most lethal way of interrogation.
No. If I finally find out that what you did was a plan to free this young man, I will personally deal with you.
By the powers vested on me as the Onowu of this kingdom, I hereby crown you the king of our great kingdom. It shall be well with you. Long live the king!
You can't? You can't? You are sure you cannot see?
Hey! We need to invite Esia immediately.
Hello? Who? Hello, where are you? I'm here. Hello, I can't see.
What is this now?
Akataka, the messenger of the great army. You rarely seen on occasions like this. So what do we owe this special visit?
The prince offended a young man by name Richard. Richard, as an orphan, reported the matter to Annie. For the prince to regain his sight, he needs to pay a visit to Richard and plead for forgiveness.
Hey, Richard.
Hey!
At least we can now breathe in some fresh air. Huh?
Indeed, nature is against Roland, I tell you.
Okay? At least you should know that he cannot rule this kingdom in this condition. Even if he goes to the young man to apologize to him, the young man will demand that his girlfriend be given back to him.
But both of us know that the prince will not ever allow that.
Then
Will not?
he will have to step down. He has to step down. Yes, because he cannot have them both at the same time.
Exactly. You know what?
Yes.
I pity Roland. I pity him, honestly. I pity him.
No, things are falling in place.
Yes.
This is actually what we have strategized for. So it's in our favor. Let the ball keep rolling.
Oh, yeah.
We are watching.
Yes.
Keep rolling.
Yeah.
This is royal affliction. Imapona ni fedi kanema. Kingdom is hot. This has fallen apart. The kingdom is hot. This has fallen apart. Who sees for just ache? I've seen image of the spirit. Opposite what I need what is happening?
My son. What are you all doing here?
Richard, please, we came to ask for your forgiveness for everything we put you through. Please forgive us. Please.
Yes. You're sorry.
You're sorry.
I want your husband to know how it feels to lose everything.
My son, we know that no amount of apology can fix the pain we have caused you. But please swallow the hard pill and let it all go. My king here is ready to give you whatever you want for you to undo what you did, for him to regain his sight. Please, that is our humble request.
Your king is willing to give whatever it is that I ask.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I am ready. Anything you ask of, I will give it to you here and now.
I want my kidney back.
Dala!
You think you can undo this hurt?
Be different. Why must my heart be different?
Dala!
Am I the only poor person in this whole world? Somebody answer me.
Excuse me, what is that lady talking about? Wait. That wretched idiot demanded that we return the kidney he donated to my daughter? Hey!
I've always known that wretched, cursed gorilla Ekwensu no, and up to no good.
Mama, just stop. Stop. Please.
I know you won't let me talk.
No, Your Majesty, at this point, what shall we do?
My in-law, I'd rather remain blind for the rest of my life than to allow my wife to die.
My king, have you forgotten that this kingdom cannot be ruled by a blind man? In the next 7 days, the people will start clamoring.
Then, oh no, look for a great beer that can do undo. I am ready to pay the bill. Any amount of money that will cost me, I will pay. Look for a great beer for me.
My king, I'm very sorry about this. But remember, Annie sent his servant. And there's no other solution than to do what Annie's servant pronounced. That's the only solution. We just have to go ahead and do it. Try to understand, my king.
Richie, it is time you let go of this fruitless battle. I understand how you feel, or I try to understand how you feel. You know, the sacrifice, the pain, the love, and all that you have endured just for love. What do you get in return? Joy this minute, the sorrow come knocking in the night. Peace.
I can't. I don't think I can forgive them. I want them to feel the pain. I cannot.
My brother, once I was angry at you, but Mama on her dying bed told me that forgiveness is a virtue. I've since taken a great lesson out of that. Even if you take back your kidney, you can't have her back because she'll be dead. And the you that I know wouldn't want to see Ruth die. Look at all of this put together. And maybe again, the both of you were not meant to be together in real life.
My people agree to you all. Huh? Huh? Is it welcome? I got the line, Amma. Huh? You see, I thank the gods of the land for a day like this. Also, dear Marco, my beautiful wife. Most especially, I thank Annie for touching the heart of Richard, making him to forgive me. I personally called him. I asked him to come to this place today. I don't know why he's not here till now. However, that will not stop us from toasting. It's a very special day.
Ruth. Mama. Why are you here sleeping? You know the prince and his people are making arrangement to come and see us today. And you are here sleeping.
Making arrangement? Arrangement to do what?
To come and see us now. You're supposed to be busy arranging things.
Mama, that marriage cannot hold.
Why?
No. That introduction cannot hold. Number one, I love Richard. I cannot marry any other man except him. Mama, secondly, I don't want the disaster I saw now to happen. And Mama, I had a dream. No, it's not a dream. It's a because I didn't mean to sleep. I just finished fetching water and then I sat here to rest a little. Next thing, I went into a trance. Yes, it's a trance because I saw it clear. Mama, the disaster I saw it's horrible. It's horrible. We have to. It cannot even happen. I told you.
Josephine, and one let yourself for run. You are still dreaming at this 11th hour. Eh? Okay, what disaster are you talking about?
Mama, I know what I'm saying. Mama, you don't hear me now. I dreamt. It's not a dream. It's a disaster. It's a trance. Yes, I saw where I was getting married to the prince. Next thing, Richard came there. He killed everybody. In fact, he massacred everybody, including you, Mama.
Hey! Including you.
Hey, Obara Jesus.
It was horrible.
Are you sure it's not your imagination?
What imagination, Mama? You know me now. Please call them. Tell them not to come. Tell them.
I think it's just your imagination. That is.
Is it true what I heard?
Obi, what is it? What is it?
Is it true that you're getting married?
Yes.
Wait! Somebody's going to die today. Everybody is going to die.
Obi, calm down. Nobody's dying. Calm down. I'm not getting married. Nothing is happening.
What is going on?
It's just the prince I saw in my dream.
What does he want?
I think there's a reason God brought him into my life. I'm supposed to help him. I think that's what all
this is. Nothing
is going on. I'm not marrying him. It's you I'll marry. I'm not marrying any other person except you. That's what I want you to understand. That's it. No, there's no marriage going on. Obi, just go home and rest. Obi, stop now. You can't be doing this. Obi, stop now. Where are you taking me to? Where are you taking me to?
Ije, this one you are hurrying out. I hope there's no problem.
All is not well. All is not well at all.
Since both of us are in the same problem, the prince has gone to whom we came for the marriage introduction.
So, can you see it now? But the fact that we were not informed, it simply means that we are enemies.
So what do we do now?
I was warned in my dream by a strong spirit that Roland is the chosen one. And whoever that is fighting him is fighting the gods. I don't want to die. So I'm going to the palace now to await his return and tell them my apology.
If that be the case, can I join you?
You can join me. Enter the car.
This guy is still not looking my way. Despite the fact that his girlfriend is getting married to the prince. Gosh. I mean, what kind of stupid love is this? Jeez. Naomi, what do I do now? I will kidnap him to a far away state and marry him there. That's what I would do. Yes, that's what I'm going to do right away. You can't leave me. We're in this forever. His number is not going. Where is this guy? This is number 5. Where's number 6?
Your father, the late king, killed a man and took a deal that belonged to the two of them. That was why he died an unnatural death, and you cursed with epilepsy that comes once in a while. This said man had 2 children, a girl and a boy. Their names are Amaka and Chinonso, popularly known as Fast. Fast has always plotted to kill your wife on your wedding day. But your uncle has always beat him to it.
What? What am I supposed to do? For I have just 1 week to present a bride to my people.
That is why you have to hurry home, my king. For very important visitors await you.
And who are these visitors?
The visitors are Amaka and Chinonso. You don't have to be scared, my king. For the gods have ordained that Amaka will be your queen. She has the healing power that when you meet her as your wife, after your marriage, the epilepsy will be gone from you, and it will be gone forever.
My in-laws, you people have done well. Yes, I'm happy. At this point, I'll hand you over to my brother to do the needful. Come up with them, come from Namo.
Okay, there we go. But Madam, why? Bring my daughter. Go out. Hey, I don't you come.
Hey!
Became.
Ijere!
Come, my daughter. Today is that great and expected day. Adabeke. I want you to show me that man that has so stolen your heart that you no longer even concentrate on the basic things. Please, let me know who he is.
Nukwijere! Ijere nwa. Ewu. Nnukwu ijere. My great in-law. My great in-law. Okroka. Okroka. Ijerem.
It shall be well with you. You shall have all the children you deserve. The type of children that will represent you properly everywhere. That with which you will train your children shall not be lacking in your house. You shall go and come in peacefully. Your children at the end of the day shall take care of you. Okay, do man eke, do man ori, do man afo, do man anko.
My people, I greet you all. Today is indeed a very wonderful day. We thank the gods for giving us the opportunity to witness this historical day. And so, without wasting much of your time, I would like to do the needful. I would like to do the thing we are here to do. Thank you. The main thing. By the powers vested on me as the Ono of this kingdom, I hereby crown you the king of this our great kingdom. Your reign shall be peaceful. Your people, the subjects under you, they will all smile. And it shall be well with you. Long live the king!
Where's Wano?